Hi, today I'm going to talk about the law of total probability and the Bayes theorem. So let's say we have a set S here, and then we can see that there are events A of I. So we can see that the union of A of I will be the entire set of set S, but the intersect of each of the two events will be an empty set. So we call this the events A of I will be, we call this exhaustive. And then let's say we have events B, which is something look like this. So we can see that the probability of events B will simply be the sum of events B intersect with A of I. And then we can see that if we sum all of the intersect of B with each of the events A, then the sum will be the probability of events B. So now let's try to do an example to show you about the law of total probability and the Bayes theorem. So I'm going to make up this example right now. So I don't have the correct answer, but I'm just going to show you how to calculate the probability for using these two theorems. So let's say a company is selling product A, B, and C, and then let's say 20% of the products are product A, 40% product B, and another 40% of product C. And among all the products in product A, let's say there are like 10% of them are defective, and 11% and 12% for product C. So now let's say we are going to find out the probability of defective for this entire company. So based on this Venn diagram, we can see that if we want to find the probability of defective, which is the event B, we just need to do this. We just need to find out the sum of B intersect product A, defective intersect product B, and then defective intersect product C. So we will say sum of defective intersect A, B, or C. Okay. So product. So for the intersection due to the multiplication rule for probability, we also know that like the probability of A intersect B simply equal to the probability of B given A multiplied by probability of A. So now if we want to find the probability of defective, simply just find the sum of the three probability for so this will be defective given product A multiplied by the probability of product A, defective given B multiplied by the probability of product B, defective given product C multiplied by the probability of product C. So if we expand the formula from the sum of all the defective intersect with A, B, C, and then using the multiplication rules of probability, then we can expand the probability into this formula. Now simply we just need to plug in the number. So this equation will equal to, so defective given product A will be the 10%. This 10% means among product A, there are 10% of the product A's are defective. Simply this is 0.1. And then multiply by the probability of product A. So in this company, the probability of product A will be 20%, so which is 0.2. Same for the second terms. So defective given B will be 11%, so it's 0.11. Multiply by probability of product B in this company, which will be 40%, 0.4. And then probability of defective given C will be 12%, multiplied by the probability of product C in this company will be 40%, so it'll be 0.4. So this number here will be the probability of defective in this company. So we can see that for given the product, the company is producing product A, B, and C, the entire probability of defective products, which is represented as B in this Venn diagram, will be 11.2%. Okay, so the defective will be events B here, and then everything. So A of I will represent the product that the company produced, and then using the multiplication rules of probability, then we expand the probability like this, and then we can find the probability of defective products in this company. So now let's say that we are interested in we want to find if there's a defective product, then what is the probability of that this defective product is product A? So writing this sentence in a formula, we'll write something like this: product of A given that the product is defective. Then according to this Bayes theorem, we know that the probability of product A given B will be the probability of A intersect defective, and then we have to divide it by the probability of defective, which in our case we already calculate this part from here. So this number we can plug into the denominator. So now we are interested in the numerator. So for the numerator, based on the probability, the multiplication rule of probability, then the numerator will be probability of given defective given product A multiple by the probability of product A. So here we can see that we already know the number for this one and also the probability for product A. So here we simply just need to plug in the number here. So defective given product A will be 10%, so it will be 0.1. And the probability of product A will be 20% here. So just plug in 0.2. So this will be the probability of product A intersect that this product is defective, which is our numerator here for the probability that we want to calculate. So now we can calculate this one here. So this will be 0.02 divided by the probability of a product that is defective, which is the number that we calculated in the previous exam, in the previous question. So here you can see that the probability given that a product is defective, what is the probability that this product come from product A? We can see that is 17.8%. So this is the example for the law of total probability and Bayes theorems. So we can see that here. So in this company, that ABC is definitely is an exhaustive event, since the company only produced product A, either A, B, or C. None of them. So the union will be the entire product of the company, but the intersect of two events will be an empty set because they're unrelated to each other. And then we also have the probability that given product A, the defective rate is 10%, 11%, or 12% for each of the product group. So if we are looking for the probability of defective, from this Venn diagram, we can see that the events B will be the sum of the intersection for B and each of AI. So as we expand the formula, and then we are given the numbers for each part. All we need to do is just plug in the number, and then we can find that the events B here will represent 11.2% for the product that is defective. And now if we want to calculate the opposite, which is given a product that is defective, and then we are looking for what is the probability that this product comes from product group A, then as we using the multiplication rule of probability, we can find that this probability will be the probability of A intersect B divided by B, probability of B. And then now we already calculate the denominator in the previous example. So now we just need to take care of the numerator. As we expand the numerator, we can also use the multiplication rule. So this will be the probability of defective given that is from product A multiplied by the probability of product A. So we also have the number in the question, which is 0.1 multiplied by 0.2, and then we plug in the number for the numerator and denominator. Then we have the probability for probability of given that a product is defective, what is the probability that this product is come from group A? So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any question, just feel free to leave a comment or ask a question in the comment section. Thank you very much.